This is going to be a little unlike the usual stories you encounter. I realize tales of betrayal and heartbreak are common, but my story has a twist. I wasn't just a victim, I also played a part in causing pain. But before you judge me too harshly, understand this, my actions weren't purely my own. I was led, influenced, practically forced into the choices I made. It wasn't entirely my fault, but that's just an excuse, isn't it? Let's rewind a bit. We need to start somewhere, right? Some background is necessary before we delve into the chaos. Firstly, I'm just an ordinary man. No genius, no movie hero. Just a regular guy with a normal job, trying to balance life and pay the bills. I've never looked for trouble, I prefer stability, predictability, that's just me. My name isn't important, but my wife's was Lisa. She was different. Lisa had a magnetic personality. She could enter a room and immediately draw everyone's attention. It wasn't just her looks, though she was beautiful. It was her presence, her confident manner, her sharp wit in conversations. She had an energy that attracted people. Even when we first met, I was amazed by her ease. People simply enjoyed being around her, and why not? She was funny, charming, with a contagious laugh that could brighten even the darkest day. And her humor. She could tease, sharply criticize with a single line, yet you'd still laugh. It was captivating. Everyone loved her for it, friends, family, even my own friends. Initially, I did too. But over time, that humor started to grate on me. It's hard to always be the punchline, you know. She was the funny one, I wasn't. I was the serious, responsible one, ensuring stability. For a while, this worked. She provided the excitement, and I prevented things from spiraling out of control. But her humor, that humor would eventually backfire spectacularly. It played a cruel, twisted joke on me, so unbelievable that I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't lived it. You won't either, until you hear what happened. It was an ordinary evening. I came home from work, exhausted as always. The daily grind was wearing me down. But that's life, right? Work, home, eat, sleep, repeat. But that night, the house smelled warm and welcoming. Dinner was ready, Italian, I think. She knew I loved pasta. Candles were lit, Lisa loved creating an atmosphere. And there she was, smiling, seemingly without a care in the world. We ate, we talked, our usual routine. I asked about her day, she asked about mine. She laughed at something silly I said. Her laugh, that damn laugh. I remember thinking everything was okay. I wasn't really focusing on her mood, too preoccupied with my own exhaustion. But as the evening progressed, something shifted. Subtle at first, a change in her posture, a slight drop in her voice. I noticed her leaning back, her eyes narrowing slightly. And then she dropped it. Casually, like discussing the weather, she said, "I've been feeling a bit tired of us lately." I looked up, confused, my fork frozen in midair. Tired? I echoed. What do you mean, tired? She sighed, as if this were the most normal conversation. I don't know. Things just feel stale, like we're stuck. I was completely taken aback. We weren't arguing, not in a rut, at least, not that I could see. Routines, sure, but I thought we were solid. 7 years of marriage, you'd think we'd have it figured out. Apparently, I was wrong. Terribly wrong. And then came the real shock. So, she continued, casually, I slept with someone. Like it was nothing, like mentioning new shoes or a haircut. It made me feel better, but don't worry, I won't do it again. My mind blanked. Everything went silent. Her words hung there, a cruel joke yet to land. Had she really just said that? Told me she cheated over dinner, like it was trivial. My mouth went dry, my grip tightened on my fork, the metal bending under the pressure. I didn't care. I stared at her, searching for any sign of a joke, but her eyes were cold, indifferent. Then, as if she hadn't just shattered my world, she stood, kissed me quickly, a meaningless gesture. Good night, she murmured, and walked to the bedroom, leaving me paralyzed. I couldn't move, couldn't think. I looked at my hands, realizing I'd bent the fork in half. Rage built inside me, consuming me. But instead of confronting her, demanding answers, I remained rooted, fists clenched, mind racing with one thought: revenge. She thought she could drop that bomb, kiss me, and go to bed like nothing happened. Oh, I would react. I'd make her regret those words. But how could I have known it was a joke? How could I have guessed her twisted humor would go this far? As soon as she kissed me and left, rage consumed me. I couldn't sit there and stew. Without thinking, I grabbed my jacket and stormed out. I needed air, space, clarity. More than that, I needed someone to talk to. My first instinct was my best friend, my usual confidant. But scrolling through contacts, my thumb paused on another name: Lisa's friend, Megan. Megan wasn't just any friend, I'd known her longer than Lisa. We were in the same circles before Lisa and I were together. Honestly, there had always been something between Megan and me. Nothing serious, but I knew she had feelings back then. Timing was never right. But I had a feeling those feelings hadn't completely disappeared. Without overthinking, I called her. She answered, surprised but not unpleasantly so. "Hey, what's up?" she asked casually, like it hadn't been months. "Can you meet me?" I blurted. "Bar near your place. I just need to talk." A brief pause, then, "Sure, be there in 10. No questions, just agreement, as if she sensed something was wrong. I rushed to my car, mind still reeling from the evening. At the bar, I saw her immediately, already seated with a drink. Megan looked up, eyebrows raised slightly in surprise. "Where's Lisa?" I sat down, avoiding the question. "She's not coming," I said flatly. Her expression turned concerned. "What's going on? You look like you've seen a ghost." We ordered drinks, and with the alcohol loosening my tongue, the story poured out. I recounted Lisa's words, her casual confession, her nonchalant attitude. Initially, Megan was disbelieving, shocked. But the more she looked at me, the more she realized I wasn't lying. The pieces clicked in her mind. We drank, the conversation growing heavier. Alcohol dulled the anger's edge, but it still simmered beneath. As the bartender called last call, Megan leaned in and said, "I have another bottle at my place, if you want to continue." I nodded without hesitation. We left together. Her apartment was a short walk. We stumbled in, laughing at something I can't even recall. But opening that wine bottle, I knew where the night was headed. There was an intensity in her eyes. I didn't stop it, I didn't want to. Soon, things escalated. Talking, then suddenly on her couch, hands everywhere, lips locked. In that moment, I made an unplanned decision. I pulled out my phone and started recording, just short clips. Megan noticed, and initially resisted. "What are you doing?" she slurred, pushing my hand away. "Just for me," I quickly reassured her. "No one else will see it, I promise. It'll be fine." She hesitated, then relented. Alcohol, desire, years of unresolved tension, they're powerful. So, I recorded enough to satisfy some twisted impulse. Afterwards, I sat up, saying I had to leave. She seemed disappointed. "You're leaving?" Hurt crept into her voice. "Yeah, I should," I said, already feeling the weight of my actions. "It's late." She wanted me to stay, but I wouldn't. This wasn't becoming a regular thing, and I wasn't complicating things further. I left, called a taxi, and as I sat there, head spinning from booze and sex, a mix of satisfaction and guilt washed over me. Revenge taken, but did it make me feel better? Not really. Just hollow, like a temporary void filled, but nothing truly fixed. Home was dark and silent. Lisa was probably asleep, oblivious. I stood in the hallway, mind racing, then went to the couch and crashed. Next morning, tension hung heavy. That suffocating silence that signals something's wrong. I tried to ignore it, heading to the kitchen, half expecting Lisa to be cheerful, acting like nothing happened. But no. She sat at the table, eyes narrowed, lips pressed tightly, scrolling through her phone. Didn't look up as I entered, just sipped coffee. But I felt her simmering anger, ready to explode. I sat opposite, pretending not to notice, but her eyes drilled into me. Silent breakfast. Then, she spoke, voice dripping irritation. Where the hell were you last night? Dragged out the words. Came home damn late, didn't even come to bed. Eyes fixed on me, waiting. I wasn't in the mood for interrogation, but had to answer. She started this. Deep breath, trying to sound calm. Out, I said flatly. Deliberately vague. Needed space to think. Her eyes narrowed, phone down, full attention now. Think about what? Looks like you were up to something else. Smirked slightly. Yeah, I said. Thinking about us. How I'm a little tired of our relationship too. Caught her off guard. Blinked, brows furrowed. Wait, what? You're tired. Since when? Shrugged, casual tone. For a while, I guess. Letting tension build. And last night. Pause. I did something about it. No reaction at first, just confusion, like I was joking. Then, leaning back, arms crossed, smirking, as if she'd caught me in a lie. Oh really? Did something? What? Cheat on me? Stared right at her, nodded. Yeah, I did. Smirk remained, but eyes searched mine, gauging seriousness. Oh, come on, short laugh. You're joking. Getting back at me? No eye contact. Not joking, Lisa. I cheated. Smile faltered, briefly. Sure you did. With who? Waitress? Some random girl. Took another breath, knowing the impact. No random girl. It was Megan. Smirk vanished. Disbelief replaced it. Mouth slightly open, processing. Wait. Megan? My Megan? Are you serious? Didn't flinch. Yeah. Slept with her last night. Blinked again. Then burst out laughing, more nerves than humor. Oh my God, you're kidding. Megan? Big lie. Joke. Silent. Reached into pocket, phone out, video playing. Held it up. She looked at the screen, still smiling, still a prank. But as video started, Megan's face appeared, smile wavered. Then sound, voices, unmistakable sounds. Expression changed completely. Face pale, eyes wide, hand flew to mouth. Before I reacted, she smacked the phone away, clattering across the table. You bastard! Screamed, voice cracking, chair almost toppling as she stood. You idiot! You slept with Megan. Out of your goddamn mind. Stood up, anger matching hers. Oh, now I'm the... What about you? Cheated first. Don't play victim. Glared, wild eyes, heavy breathing. I didn't cheat. Joke. Froze. Words echoed. Joke. What are you talking about? Threw hands up, frustrated, pacing. Said it to mess with you. Kidding, idiot. Didn't sleep with anyone. Was going to tell you after you cooled down, but you stormed out before I could explain. Room spun. Brain struggled to catch up. Joke. You were joking. Yes. Screamed, tears welling. Joking. Never cheated. But you. Slept with Megan, filmed it. How am I supposed to react? Floor dropped away. Anger, justification crumbled. Stood there, dry mouth, pounding heart, realizing the enormity of my mistake. Lisa, I said softly, reaching out. I didn't know. Cut me off, voice cracking. Don't want to hear it. Done enough. Tears streamed down, broken, more than ever seen her. Ruined everything. You, slept with my best friend. How forgive that? No words. Nothing to fix this. I didn't know, I repeated weakly, hollow words. Shook head, backing away. Just, go. Don't want to see you now. Turned, stormed to bedroom, slamming door, walls shaking. Lock clicked, then sobbing. Stood in kitchen, world imploded. Fix it. Apologize. But what could I do? Screwed up badly. No turning back. After Lisa locked herself away, couldn't wait around for things to magically fix themselves. Guilt ate at me. Couldn't forget her face, shock, hurt. But still angry. Angry at her stupid joke, pushing me this far. Grabbed jacket again, headed to Megan's. Had to tell her everything. Megan opened the door, face lighting up, briefly. No small talk. Told her everything, Lisa's joke to showing Lisa the video. Megan's face shifted from confusion to fury. You're an asshole. Spat, arms crossed, expression hardening. Set me up. Didn't tell me revenge scheme. What the hell? What you talking about? Frustration surfaced. You agreed. Remember? Knew what we were doing. Yeah, I agreed, yelled, pacing. Thought it was just us. Didn't know you were using me to get back at Lisa. Realize what you've done. Lost my best friend, because of you. Clenched fists, trying to stay calm. Not just my fault, Megan. You were there. You knew. Just as guilty. Stopped, glared. You really are something. Loved you since university, and this is how you repay me. Screwing up my life. Words hit hard. Didn't know she still felt like that. Anger fizzled, heavy silence replacing it. We sat on her couch, staring at the floor, trying to process. After minutes, Megan sighed, pulling out her phone. Going to call Lisa. Maybe I can explain, make her understand, something. Dialed, voicemail. Tried again. No luck. Lisa wasn't answering. Didn't know if she ever would. Despair crept in. Sinking feeling, unable to pull myself out. Left Megan's, went home. Hoping to try again with Lisa, apologize, fix things. But walking in, first thing she said, already called a lawyer. Didn't even look up, voice cold. Filing for divorce. Stomach dropped. Ground crumbled. Free falling, no end in sight. Lisa, please, I started. Cut me off, back turned, folding laundry, like any other day. Nothing more to say. You made your choice, I'm making mine. Stood there, moment, thinking of what to say. Nothing. Felt complete, lost her. No going back. So, only thing I could think of, back to Megan's. Knocked, and when she opened, asked if I could stay. Hesitated, eyes scanning me, frustration, doubt. Don't think that's a good idea, she said, arms crossed. Couldn't blame her, dragged her into this too. She had her own mess now. Turning to leave, defeated, she called back. Wait, softer this time. All right, fine. You can stay. But just for a bit. This whole thing, a lot. So, I stayed with Megan. Divorce process dragged on a month. Social circle knew everything. Lisa made sure. Told everyone, every detail. Friends picked sides. Some neutral, most with her. Couldn't blame them. Megan and I spent more time together. Mistake, anger fueled, bad decisions, slowly turned into something else. Tried to date, make sense of it. But something wasn't right. Huge gap between us. Both too broken, out of place, to work. She still had feelings, sure, but tainted now. Felt it too. Acted normal, but nothing was. Looked at her, guilt. She smiled, forced, trying to convince herself it was okay. But we both knew it wasn't. Stuck in limbo. Wreckage of marriage, fragile thing with Megan, unreal. Days passed, clearer we couldn't move on. Mess created. Out of place, both. No idea where to go. Update, time passed. Reflecting since Lisa, divorce, Megan. Grown up, more than expected. Megan and I tried. History, moment, felt maybe we could turn mess into something meaningful. But reality wasn't right. Grew up together, different ways. Cut for each other, everything falling apart. What killed it? Friends. Judgment relentless. People love to talk, point fingers, like they're better. Whispered, snide comments, scandal to gossip about. Exhausting. Too much. Megan and I sat down, awkward encounter with her friend. Knew it wouldn't work. Baggage, opinion storm clouding us. Ended it. No fight, no drama, just let it go. For both our sakes. Different place now. Literally, figuratively. Move to another city. Packing up, leaving town, memories behind. Strange, but feels right move. Need to get away from mess, people, forget what happened. Start over. Start life from scratch. No more judgmental eyes, past weighing me down. Scary, hell, yes. But fresh start, hope. Maybe this time, figure out who I am, without mistakes, bad decisions. Won't be easy, nothing is. But step forward. First time in long time, feel ready. New beginnings. Update well, settled in new city. Strange how quickly things change, past left behind. Found job quickly. Office work now. Different from before. Basic admin, project management side. Steady gig. Honestly, after everything, normalcy relief. Clock in, job, clock out. No drama, no stress. Daily grind. Enough for now. But life always throws something unexpected. Girl at work, Anna. Lights up room, not over the top. Something about her. Quiet confidence. Smart, hell, doesn't take crap. Catch myself looking her way more than should. Think she's noticed. Haven't said anything. Still carrying baggage, past. Divorce, Megan fallout, lingering. Guilty, like don't deserve to try again. Part of me needs to make peace with past, before moving forward. Stuck in limbo. Really like Anna, but don't know how to tell her. What if I mess it up again? Still too broken. That's why I'm asking you all. What would you do? Take risk, or wait till sure past won't screw things up? Just wanted to check in, thank you for sticking with me. Support, meant a lot. Still figuring things out. Feels good to know people got my back. Hoping can make something good out of this. Update figured time for another update. Different from last. Relationship with Anna from work. Going well, better than expected. Took my time though. Didn't rush. Wanted to be ready. Working with psychologist for a while now. Really putting effort, work through mess of emotions, heartache. After Lisa, Megan. Not easy, but worth it. Realized, can't keep punishing myself for past. Yeah, made serious mistakes. Yeah, taken a lot to come to terms. But starting to feel like finally moving forward. Like just deserve to try again. And Anna, patient, understanding, just good. Knows about my past. Nervous to tell her, first. Didn't judge me for it. That's rare. One thing, hasn't changed. Never did develop sense of humor. Maybe just not in the cards. Learn to live with it. We laugh about it sometimes. Especially since Anna's got likeness, admire. Maybe that's enough for both of us. Anyway, wanted to let you all know how things going. Better place now. Feels good to finally say that. Thank you for listening to the story until the end. Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video, I concluded, reflecting on the journey that had brought me here. The narrative, once a personal ordeal, had evolved into a broader message of caution, resilience, and the enduring quest for integrity in the face of betrayal.